Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading with me, Nirvana. Alright, it's been a while since you guys got a reading. Not quite as bad as Libra, who will be getting their reading straight after you. But yeah, it's been a hot minute, so though if you're new, then you're just here and you're like, what are you talking about? So anyway, whether you're returning or new, welcome, and this reading, the advice within it, should last you for about a month, give or take. And whenever you find this reading, if it resonates, then it's the message for you at that time. Okie dokie, let's get going, because I'm excited to see where you're at, Taurus. Missed you guys. Love you so much. Ooh. Okie doke. Okay, we got our first card, just came out, and I'm using the Osho Zen Tarot for this first deck. And your first card out is the Outsider. So this is the Five of Rainbows. Oh my goodness, I can't speak just now. So this is the equivalent of the Five of Pentacles, which is like the lack card to me. Yes, see the thing is, yes. The thing with this card, right, is that the gate isn't actually locked. He can actually go through, but he thinks he can't. He thinks he's excluded, but he's actually not. And because it's your, it's a child on here, and could be a boy or a girl, really. To me, this says that if you're feeling any lack in your current life, it's because of some unfulfilled wish or need from your inner child. So maybe you're not doing enough fun things daily. That will make you feel kind of rubbish and excluded. Just an example. But yeah, I think there's something that your inner child needs or wants, or yeah, just some sort of fulfillment, some sort of fun or creative thing that you could do each day, and during your day, you know, because it's a five, this is a changing energy. Five are challenges and changes, so yeah, it might not be the most comfortable for you entering this month, but I believe that great growth can happen for you this month. All you've got to do is open the gate for your kid, for your inner child, your kid. Maybe some of you, Taurus, watching, have a child. Okay. And you got another Rainbows card, which is the equivalent of Pentacles, so it is your sign of Earth. Slowing down is the next one that has come out, the next card that has come out for you this month. Yeah, so there is a big focus on your material life already. But this is a really nice shift. So this is movement. Anyway, even if it's slow movement, this is the type of movement you want to be taking, because yeah, this is what I would call my smell the roses card, because you want to slow down, you want to smell the roses, you want to enjoy every moment of life as it comes to you. You know, this is a very Taurus card, like Taurus in some of its highest vibrations to me. Because like, look at that, and it's just immediately, it's stepping through the gate, the gate's removed, and there's just all this wonderful rainbow activity, this magic around you that you're enjoying. You're moving through it at your own pace, fulfilling this child's wishes of, yeah, adventure and enjoyment. Yeah, I feel like maybe a bunch of you Taurus out there have been working a bit too hard, been a bit too hard on yourself, you know. Yeah, you can give yourself a break. Let yourself smell the roses. Oh, okay, and we've got one more. And okay, it flipped for you. And this is your first card of a different element. So you got the Eight of Fire, traveling. Yeah, no, that's a cool card to get. Yeah, you're definitely about to move along on your journey, basically, on your life path. And this is to do with your passions, to do with your soul's purpose. And that's why the barrier that you thought was there is going to melt away as you just take your time to appreciate everything that's around you. You'll just, it's not going to be there for you. You're the one that has been blocking yourself from the wonders of life, I feel. Unconsciously, of course, you wouldn't do that to yourself. Consciously, of course not. You want the best for you. And that can, you know what can help you to, if you have trouble treating yourself with the compassion you would treat others, is to view yourself as that little child. Remember yourself when you were 2 or 3 and picture yourself at that age and speak to yourself as you would speak to any beautiful child at that age, you know. Treat yourself with love and compassion, and that'll open up the doors of perception for you. I feel like, you know, love is transformative, absolutely transformative, but you have to be the one that is providing it to yourself first and foremost. But it's going to light up your life, and it's going to spark, I just feel like it's going to spark your passions again. You know, I just see you like as this tortoise just moving along, because see, it's like, this is like your full path, like your full journey, this huge mountainous ravine, and right now you are here at this like tiny little spot, but that tiny little spot is just filled with magic, filled with wonder, filled with everything you want in life, and you're just enjoying every single second of it, and that's exactly where you want to be at. So far, that's what I got for you from your first 3 cards, Taurus. Very beautiful. I think 2020 is going to be a big year for you if you are watching this in time. Since I'm doing this right before New Year's Eve, I'm recording this right before then, and I just feel like this is like the path opening up for you, and like your coming year, even though I know that this is a monthly, I've put like the month time frame on this, you know, energy's fluid and it can change. What matters is what you do in the moment anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant whether this is like the journey of a month or a year or your whole life. What is important is every single moment that you live it, fully present. That's where the magic happens. In the now, the magic doesn't happen in the future or the past. The magic happens right now. All right, you've got a very mystical reading, Taurus. I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna get some clarifiers for you from the Thoth deck. Ooh. Well, they all came right out. I was just shuffling and they came out so neatly. double 5 of Pentacles. Worry, okay, you're coming through a lot. That's 2 5, so that's double change. But the double 5 makes a 10, which is completion. So you are really healing this energy of lack, Taurus, which is excellent. And I think, yeah, that's excellent. 2 of Wands, Dominion. Absolutely, there's that spark, that fire in your spirit coming together and propelling you along the path that you were meant to go. Taurus, you guys have an amazing, amazing reading because you're ending with the sun. Look at that, Taurus. The sun is rising for you. Oh, you are going along. You are finding your path. Your like soul's path that you've been searching for, Taurus. It's opening up for you. It is available to you right now in this moment. I want you to just take a moment with me, Taurus, and to just know that you are on the right path. Know that the sun is rising for you. That everything is perfect. Might not feel like it right now because you are coming out of this energy. You are coming out of lack, but you are coming into the most abundant and magical life path that you deserve. You absolutely deserve it, Taurus. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, Taurus, so for your next set of cards, I'm going to shuffle the first half of the Enlightenment Pack deck. And this will show you what energies, what darker, more dense energies that you have the chance to overcome this month or year or, you know, lifetime. I don't know why this is a really big reading. I feel like this is such a powerful reading for you, Taurus. Because this is such a positive change. And remember that the best changes, they are still going to feel uncomfortable because humans are naturally uncomfortable when going through change. Even the best changes. I think you're going through a wonderful change right now, Taurus. And it's leading to your absolute happiness. So let's see what is the dense energy, the shadow energy that they are having the chance to overcome through the over this time frame that this reading is talking about. What are the energies that Taurus has the chance to overcome? Okay, it's a relationship card, so it's to do with, okay, okie doke, Taurus. So you are overcoming roles that you play within a relationship. Any relationship, this is anything that you take on, any title, you know, like it could be mother, father. That's a role that you have to take on, that you might feel that you have to sacrifice part of yourself to fulfill this role. That's not true. You should never have to sacrifice parts of yourself, unless they are unhealthy, but then that's really like, that's not really a part. Anyway, getting distracted. Okay. So this is also boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, spouse, maybe even like anything that encompasses this role, because you can see she is in the shadow. The real person, this is this cardboard cutout of this perfect mother figure, I'm guessing, and she is curled up in a ball behind it, trying to let this projection of herself stand for her, and she's trying to put on this face to everyone that everything's perfect. Yes, I am this role model, I am doing everything, but really inside herself she doesn't feel fulfilled. She feels like she's not living up to her full potential. He or she, whether you're male or female, you know, this applies. And yeah, so you're leaving behind that false notion that you have to become something that you're not. You know, you can live in your full authentic self in any relationship, and it's what's going to make it work out for the better. So on that note, I'm going to read from the book for you a little bit on it. I'll just skim through it. Rules, here we are. Okay, so key concepts. Living in compensation by roles and duties, doing without receiving, inauthentic helping. Adopting roles is the #1 cause of burnout and the second greatest dynamic for stress. Every role proves something about you, which is frequently the opposite of what you really believe about yourself. Where there is any difficulty in your life, it is a sign you are living your life in roles rather than the true contact, communication, or authenticity. Rather than with true contact, communication, or authenticity, rather. Under every role, there are feelings of guilt, sacrifice, weariness, and being stuck. Underneath these are feelings of failure. And buried beneath all of these are death temptations. Deadness in one's life is a sure sign that roles are present. The deadness is created because there is only doing and no giving of oneself. So there's no receiving or refreshment. Roles are a defense we use to protect ourselves from feelings of heartbreak, guilt, failure, and even the overwhelming feeling we will die from pain. Thus, a role is compensation for mistaken beliefs about ourselves which are painful or problematic. So we present ourselves in a way which is opposite to these beliefs, and which gains the approval of significant others. Initially, we give up who we really are to a mistaken belief, and then being good, or in some cases bad, and finally to be useful, practical, or hard workers. The problem is that you don't receive the rewards for any of this. That goes to the role itself, to the proving that you are a good person. We don't receive because, in doing, there is no true giving of oneself. Thus we close down our horizons and swiftly lose our energy, reaching places of feeling old, worn out, and exhausted. This in turn leads to burnout. A role is doing the right thing, but for the wrong reason. It's like wearing a suit of armour which is meant to protect us, but which also actually blocks any nourishment from reaching us. Everyone has roles. The three major ones are dependence, independence, and sacrifice, and from these spring all the others. A role is based on grievances and feelings that someone didn't do it right by you. A role can be reasonable facsimile of success, but without the inner substance. This is why someone caught in roles feels like a fraud. Wow, that's like imposter syndrome. If you received the roles card today, you're being asked to look at areas where you are doing things by recipe, because you are supposed to, rather than by choice. Every choice you make allows you to give yourself, and thus to receive. You're being asked to live your life with commitment and truth, to deal yourself back into the game of life. With roles, for the most part, you deal everyone else a winning hand, but you don't even deal yourself into the game. Forgiveness is another way which you could free yourself from the compensation which produces no reward. A role becomes a block against grace reaching you. Commitment, or giving yourself fully, would resolve this. Yeah, and that is really encompassed by these two feelings here, because this is moving out of the state of lack. Because it's like talking about not even dealing yourself into the game. Like you were the one that was holding yourself back. You were the one that had this gate closed the whole time. But this this spread is very, very positive to you, just completely breaking out of that. It's getting in touch with your soul's passion and following what your soul desires, Taurus, beyond your head and your logical thoughts and like your beliefs about what you can or can't do at this moment. What do you really want to do though? Like, and maybe you can restructure your beliefs based on that, you know? Maybe your beliefs need some restructuring. Maybe you had some limiting beliefs you didn't even realize you had, and that's why you were keeping yourself out of the beautiful garden, you know? That's why you felt like there was not enough, that you were missing something in your life because you were giving it up. You were giving it up. And you didn't realize it, of course. You thought you had to be a good person, but you don't. In fact, your life belongs to you, Taurus, and you deserve every single beautiful, magical moment of it, and you deserve to follow your soul's passion. You deserve to follow it right up to the end, up to the sun itself. True happiness awaits you, Taurus. Let's see what your blessing is that's coming your way for getting through this, for releasing these feelings of obligation and sacrifice. You don't need to sacrifice anything, Taurus. What's the blessing that's coming their way for working through these dense energies and for changing and releasing and following their soul's calling? What's the blessing that's coming to them? Apart from, you know, all the true happiness and everything shown in the sun. I get some more information, please. What's the blessing that's coming to Taurus for releasing the roles that they have been playing, for coming into their authentic self? You're not jumping. Just one, please. Just one for Taurus. Thank you. Finally. And it's a gift card. Ooh, I love these cards. Not surprising, Taurus, not surprising. With the long open road ahead, your blessing, your gift is freedom. You are freeing yourself. Look, see, even the chains, there is chains down here, and she's been presented with the key to unlock those chains. And the chains are already unlocked. You already have you can already do it. You can already free yourself. Absolutely beautiful, Taurus. Freedom, true freedom. Freedom to enjoy your life and to follow your passion, to follow your soul's calling. Utterly, utterly gorgeous, Taurus. And so I'm going to read for you from this because it's a lot nicer hearing these passages, I think. And you deserve it. Freedom. Key concept. Principle coming from commitment and truth, allowing for happiness and giving yourself fully. Freedom is actually a healing concept which is derivative of both commitment and truth. To receive it as a gift card means that freedom will be gifted to you in some way, that something which has kept you in chains will fall away. Today, something is moving out of your way and out of your life to give you a new breathing space, a new clarity and a new openness. You have given of yourself, and now the gift of freedom is coming to you. This means the stress, worries, burdens, troubles, misery and sacrifice can all fall away as you allow yourself freedom. It demonstrates your own self-love. As you give others freedom, it demonstrates your love for them. If you receive this card today, do not be deceived by any traps. Be careful not to confuse freedom with the rebellion of independence. That is actually disassociation, not wanting to be dependent on anyone, and is only a guise for freedom. Something which has stopped you is about to fall away. Celebrate its departure. Freedom will bring about true connection and true responsiveness rather than burdensomeness. It is available and being offered to you today to let you know of life's sweetness. True freedom allows you to give yourself fully, because in doing so, you feel both free and focused. If connection and communication are the true state of being, it allows that freedom to allow us to see our relationships with both things and people in a way which gives everyone liberty. Your freedom allows for happiness, and happiness takes no prisoners. Sorry about the Scooby-Doo noise that I made. I was like seeing things when I was reading for you. So I was like, raggy, roll. Anyway, it's totally what I see for you here. Moving out of this state of burdensome, of lack, of wishing you could be a part of what's really happening, wanting to be out there. But then as soon as you take that moment, you have that clarity that you realize you have that freedom available to you right now. And what will you do with that freedom but follow your soul's calling, your soul's passion, and the road opens up for you, and true happiness is right there with you all along. This has been quite a powerful but quite a strange reading as well for me. Been quite interesting. Alright, so Taurus, just one final card for you, and it's your animal totem, and I will ask for the best animal totem to guide you to this beautiful outcome of happiness and freedom and passion. Interesting. You have two came out for you, Taurus. You got an earthy animal and a fire animal. Very, very interesting. So we have the raccoon and the camel. Now, so we'll start with this raccoon. This is a very artistic energy, very earthy, and it can be quite secretive. I feel like this is you sort of maybe being quite shy in the past, you know, quite shy. So this is about you learning to come out from the shadows. I mean, just like in this card, like this little raccoon is about to emerge from the shadows and show its true potential to the world, which I think is encompassed a lot in this next animal here, this fire animal, which is all about your passion. And what better animal for a long journey than the camel, which can carry you all the way up under the sun, because it is self-sufficient. It has the water on its back, so it can last for those long stretches in the desert. And to me, this animal, the camel, is very Sagittarian in that way. But you can see showing the world coming out of the shadows, this globe up here, because it's got blue and green in it, so it's very much like the earth. So it's like coming out of the shadows. You're showing your full potential, coming out into the light of the sun and showing yourself for like how amazing you are, because the camel is so resilient. Like, I feel like you have come through the desert, you've come through the emotional desert, and now it's time for like the easier part of your journey. Enjoy every step of it. Enjoy every step of it as you walk through this you know, this earth plane. Wow, Taurus. I'm just going to check the book for these animals, just in case there's any extra thing that might spark your inspiration or your understanding. You know, I like reading little excerpts from these books, because I do feel like it can help spark your own understanding and inspiration, like I said. So, raccoon. Talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists, to a greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in the artist's favour. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. To bring into balance, make new work. Yep, what am I telling you? Find your... I said that right at the start, Taurus. I was like, you need to do something creative to break yourself out, to fulfill your inner child. Oh, this is perfect. So this is your... Wow, that's never quite come out like this before with the animals, but this is your first totem. This totem will see you part of the way, and it will help you get out of this energy of roles, and it will help take you to your authentic self, bring you out of hiding. And once you have done that, you will come into the camel, and the camel will lead you through and onwards on the next stretch of your journey, which is under the sun. You see, you're coming out of hiding, out of the shadows, into the sun, and the camel will take you on. And I'll just read out the camel for you. Oh, this is so cool, Taurus. I love this reading. I really, really love this for you. Camel, resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything, as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease, even in the face of excess heat, which is judgment or anger. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveller and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. Flipping perfect. I nearly called you Sagittarius. See, it's Taurus. See, you've got like that energy coming in for you, that fiery, traveling energy, which is very Sagittarian. And it's the quest for truth as well. your soul's truth that's taking you forward, you know. Is there anything else that I need to say? I really do think I've covered it. I think I've covered it all, Taurus. Wow, what a reading. What an incredible time of your life you've got ahead of you. Absolutely incredible. And I do think, maybe not in the next month, but for some of you maybe, who are watching this video, whenever you're watching it, travel is ahead for you, definitely. And if the chance to travel comes up, especially to places you've never been before, take it, because it's going to broaden your mind and expand your worldview and your thoughts so much. It's just going to inspire you. Take any chance you can to enjoy the beauty of life, because it's going to bring you freedom, true freedom, Taurus. You are coming into that, and I want you to believe that. Absolutely amazing. Wow. I can't wait to put this video up. Alright, Taurus, I absolutely love you. I love you so much, and I hope that this all comes through for you the way I can see it. Alright, all the best. Bye.